Hey, hello everyone, welcome back to X Foundations. I'm Afro-Luigi, and we are about to come in to dock with the headquarters for the very first time. Well, not for the very first time, but the very first time with Boso on board. I did check the Secret Service plotline will not continue until Boso's on the headquarters. For some reason. I will admit, I lost the Velvet Thunder to the Tide. So I bought a replacement just to honor Hale's sacrifice for the cause. And yeah, the bread basket is coming along quite well. It's producing food now, and it's actually starting to turn a profit. The Minotaur Raider right now is, I think, off selling something. Yeah, it's off selling wheat. So I just got to keep an eye on it to make sure it doesn't, the tide doesn't get it caught. So yeah, the bread basket's gonna start turning a profit soon. And once we get the 3-pier up, I will assign the Dania Alice to the station. Oh, next tide I should have all these ships I want to keep relocate them to headquarters. That would make so much more sense than keeping them in the dangerous sector such as Avarice. Anyways, let's go talk to Boso and trigger the hopefully whoa. Oops, I go around the railing. I wonder if there's Boso's gonna have unique dialogue for this.
Aha! At last, we meet face to face. This installation is equipped for habitation of all races, and this room seems to be some sort of research area. I expect I could spend years poring over the data contained in these systems. Hello there! Yes, I have already made some progress. There appears to be several things we can research at this facility. Please take a look. Ah, assistant! While I was setting up my scientific instruments, I came across some interesting communications logs regarding the Avarice system and its socio-economic dependencies. From what I can piece together, it appears that you and a Taladi friend of yours are intent on investigating the tide phenomenon and the properties of this so-called protection, but have so far been lacking the required expertise. Well, worry no more, my dear friend. I am happy to help out in any way I can. All you need to do is get me a sample of this enigmatic substance and I will begin my research immediately. I am confident that there is a possibility of synthesizing the protection, once I have had a look at it here in my laboratory.
Excellent. Now, protection is exorbitantly expensive, but I suppose we will not need an entire unit to conduct your research. It might be our best course of action to approach the CEO of North River Company directly. We might be able to buy a small sample from him. If we can find him, that is. It is well known that he occasionally likes to flaunt his enormous wealth. A fellow trader just spotted him taking his most prized possession out for a pleasure cruise. I have sent you the coordinates of his last known location. Start from there.
The ship will be undocking soon.
Is that all the dialogue? I think that's all the dialogue. So yeah, there was some unique dialogue there when we didn't have Boso to begin with. So that was a nice little touch. And let's continue on with this. And actually, I think we can do this remotely. We don't have to talk to Boso. Nice.
As you can see, there is much to do. I personally find mention of this teleportation irresistible, but I leave it up to you to decide what we research first. Please note that these research items have certain requirements. This will allow you to gain blueprints by scanning leaks on certain modules.
Yeah, we can't afford that right now. All our money is going into the bread basket to try and, is that actually a mission? Okay, Tally, I don't know what Egosoft changed, but for some reason, they don't navigate around things nearly as well. There. So yeah, let's set guidance. Now let's see what
Engaged.
if Bosa specifically wants for scientific freedom. Research any technology. Okay, we're not going to worry about that right now because we're off to talk to, what's their face? Delilah. And I will cut back once we're there.
Operative, there are new developments you might be interested in. Meet me once you can spare a moment.
Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. Engaged.
So, two things in this case. What Delilah just said, apparently, I think that's probably the Yaki thing. And we also got a message taking steps towards a stronger
Entering
soul.
system. True sight.
Terran Secret Service analysts have identified a potential course of action to strengthen our position within the Gate network. Since you have been exceeding expectations so far, we want to involve you in this undertaking.
Entering system. Second contact.
Approach me about the covert operations if you want to find out what is required of you to become involved in the operation. Delilah Shiratori, Mission Command, Terran Secret Service. Delilah Shiratori. Yeah, she seems to be the kind of person to double sign her messages.
Entering system. The void.
Oh, and we got a new message. What's this? Interesting. Shortage of Protection combined with the stagnating local economy in the Avarice system has resulted in a chain of events that tragically caused the destruction of several civilian stations. The system's unique environmental conditions make it an attractive target for scrap recycling businesses, but it has also proven a grave danger to the inhabitants. Recycling is a niche, which the Riptide Rakers were all too glad to fill once they realized that they were the only ones in a position to do so efficiently and on a large scale. They appear to have overestimated their own capabilities, however, as several stations which failed to turn profit and were therefore not able to afford station upkeep have recently been decommissioned permanently. Whether this development will cause a chain reaction resulting in the depopulation of the entire system, or whether the scrappers are resourceful enough to avoid going out of business remains to be seen. Ionios Tertisobus Zulius IV, economics correspondent, CBNN News. Speaking of which, we did get this message about the Darren president increased activities. I think that's all the important stuff. So yeah, I'll cut back again once we actually are ready to talk to Delilah. Alright, we've arrived. I almost didn't say that sentence correctly. Actually, I'll talk about that afterwards.
Good to see you, Operative.
Let's do both. Let's just queue them both up and we can prioritize them based on location.
Through your work on the Xenon front, you have proven yourself to be a valuable asset to the Terran cause. We might have another task for you. This one will require a somewhat softer touch, though. Having someone in our corner who is familiar with diplomacy and backroom deals will be critical to this operation's success. Our agents have been watching an analyst going by the name of Dal Busta. He is currently negotiating on behalf of the Hatikva Free League.
No, he's
Get
not.
in contact with this Busta character and get acquainted with the political situation outside the Sol system.
Okay. That's going to be a little while.
Welcome back, Operative.
Any news on the Outpost incident?
Ever since you handed in your report, my people have been working tirelessly to find a connection between a number of intriguing events that have occurred in Sol over the course of the last few weeks. The first incidents were barely out of the ordinary. High-tech traders missing cargo, manipulated delivery schedules, the occasional kidnapping and ransoming. Then things began to ramp up. Top-secret deliveries being raided, fake distress signals targeting our military trainees, sabotage on a grand scale, and lately, more and more of these incidents involve the Xenon in some fashion. We can no longer ignore the possibility of a major new threat to the Terran Protectorate.
Who could be behind this, I wonder?
Based on recent evidence, my people are fairly sure that our opponents are the infamous Yaki. In a nutshell, they're pirates. Our data suggested that they originated as members of the Argon Federation, another splinter group they couldn't keep under control. The Yaqui have always dabbled in dangerous technology, and they seem to have only doubled down on that alarming compulsion since we last had the pleasure of making contact. One of their criminal spin-off enterprises, the infamous Beryl, was responsible for an AGI drone attack on Earth in recent history. Expect their ships to be heavily armed and highly maneuverable.
What could I possibly do?
Ah, yes, indeed. I recognize you might have personal reasons for your interest, so it seems only prudent to offer you this assignment first. The objective is simple. Find out where these pirates are hiding, what their goals are, and whether they can be defeated. Unfortunately, you will only be able to call upon limited support during your mission. As an undercover operative, it is paramount that no direct connection can be drawn between you and the Terran Secret Service. Once you leave Protectorate space, you're on your own. I can provide some guidance to help you get started, but ultimately, you will be the one making decisions under pressure. 2 of our cadets recently encountered an especially malicious distress signal trap that was presumably set by these Yaqui. They seem to be targeting specific Terran ships for some reason, and since they're keen on eliminating anyone who follows their trail, that reason remains a mystery to us. If we catch them in the act, that will tell us more about their objectives. An advanced satellite should be able to pick up on all distress signals in the sector. My team will evaluate the data and point you towards potential discrepancies. With your record, you will do just fine, Operative. I'll leave you to prepare.
So, that's that. I don't have much way of credits. I'm kind of broke.
Can I help?
I'm gonna need to clear off your ship thing. Yeah, clear that off. And, give me my seat back. 94, I think I have enough to get a couple advanced satellites. Alright, if we sell our laser towers, nav beacons, and satellites, we can afford 5? No, we can afford 2 total solid by 1. Actually, let's get 2. So yeah, that's gonna be. This is. I'm not used to having so few credits.
Short-range transporter.
So where are we going? Oh boy. You know, we're gonna have to recycle our satellites, like pick them up once we drop them off, because I can't afford to drop these off willy-nilly. So anyways, as I was saying just before I decided, I uploaded a video to TikTok the other day, a little vloggy thing, talking about work, and I put captions on my video, on those videos, and I was noticing that sometimes when I'm trying to speak, it comes out as pure gibberish. There was one section at the beginning I was correcting the auto captions, and I'm like, this is like what I thought I was saying was.
Entering.
Anywhere within this sector will be fine, Operative.
Yeah, it's like what I thought and what I said were totally different things. I ended up just having like, okay, what was I trying to say here?
2 medical emergencies and a harmless collision in the docking queue. Nothing out of the ordinary. Patrols are already moving in to assist. Carry on with your task.
But yeah, so I ended up just like, okay, what was I trying to say in this part of the video? And that's what I put in for the captions. And it's like, I was not aware just how much gibberish can come out of my mouth sometimes.
Disengage.
So I'm going to try to be more careful, but like I said, when I recorded
Autopilot
that video and I was
engaged.
doing the thing, it's like I was thinking back on this and it's like, wow, when I get, especially about when I'm getting excited, so I need to be more careful with that stuff. So yeah, I had no idea what happened there. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. When I got excited, I just started speaking absolute gibberish. It wasn't even that I was excited. I was more confused than anything, and it just came out confused, I guess would be the way to put it. So yeah, that was interesting. Discovering just how badly I can speak English now and then.
Captain, this is Bozo Tar. Well, I suppose you don't know that many of a boron. I believe we have a situation. Perhaps it is best if you return.
Yeah, I don't have time for that, Bo, so I am in the middle of a whoa, look at all those.
Disengage. Autopilot. Engage. Autopilot. Disengaged. Autopilot. And entering.
Beautiful, isn't it? Solid piece, I mean. I hope we can keep it that way. And here we are. You just have to know what to watch out for. A civilian transport logged an unidentified vessel, creeping about at the edges of the sector, refusing to answer when being asked for directions. There's no mention of a patrol encounter, so that ship might still be out there. Judging by the log trajectory, we may be able to make a strike in the next sector. That's a lead. Let's move.
Autopilot. Engaged.
So wow, this just takes us all the way out to Outer Soul, doesn't it? Right, we're gonna have to get all the way out to I think we have to go all the way out to Neptune, because we end up having to go all the way over to Brennan's Triumph at some point. Oh, the reason I haven't put a head employee on the headquarters for a manager is because I wasn't, because I'm feeling putting Riptide guy in charge of the facility where I'm going to be doing most of my illicit like in character would be where I'm planning my conquests and stuff like that.
Interesting. We're getting dangerously close to Sagaris Pioneers' territory. They're spread thin and rely on Terran trade. That makes them especially vulnerable to these pirate raids. If I were a shadowy nemesis that wanted to strike the Protectorate where it's weakest, Pioneers' space is where I'd begin.
Thank you, Delilah. I wouldn't want, especially with all these sensitive research materials, I wouldn't want to trust these guys. So I'm basically waiting until I find an employee I can trust, which is where this story arc comes in, because the end of it is like, oh, these characters are perfect for these operations.
Entering. Saturn 1. Autopilot. Disengage.
No hits. That's somewhat unexpected. No, there's something here. A faint signal my team can't quite pinpoint. I believe a more in-depth search is in order. That produced a result at least. If you keep this up, you'll be able to narrow down the signal's origin. Move towards the new search area and try again. It's getting clearer.
Nice. And Saturn's nice to look at.
Great. Keep it up.
Empty space.
That just reminded me of the 2001 novel Actually, no. It's the 2001 Space Odyssey novel, which I have up in my room, actually. It's, in the movie, everything takes place in Jupiter orbit. In the novelization, it's Saturn. But for the sequel book, 2010, the author retconned the book to line up with the movie.
We've almost got it.
The reason I was thinking about that is because I was just talking to someone about 2001 Space Odyssey, the novelization, in a Discord server. Well, I brought it up. He wasn't paying attention. Well, he was paying attention. He just didn't engage with that part of the conversation. Mariner Valley Sea Life Club. Thing tells me that's where we're going.
There we go. I'll assign a local patrol to assist you right away. These pirates won't ambush us this time.
Unknown ship.
Piranha 4. Well, he's accelerating at least. Unfortunately, we're still dealing with Terran engines, which, while they accelerate quickly, aren't very quick. Oh, actually, while we're, well, the tide just happened, so let's leave Jimmy there. Yeah, we'll leave him there. That guy can stay. All of you, make your way to the headquarters. The Jimmy's staying because he is going to be supplying the headquarters with build materials. Not the headquarters, the red basket with build materials. What are you doing? Oh, you're selling 300 whole energy cells. Wow. Wait, are they now slow boating to us? They're slow boating it to us now.
Ukri.
I am terribly sorry to disrupt your magnificent focus.
What is it,
Hello
Boso?
there. An irksome ship has completed its travels right in this sector. Somehow, it is managing to distort the station's sensors, preventing me from witnessing a solar event in the Great Reef Nebula. I suggest you take care of this annoyance before it manages to disrupt even more observations.
I don't have time for this, Boso. You didn't protest. I was expecting Boso to make at least a little bit of a fuss there. But no, he just sat there and did nothing and took it. Wow. Okay. You know what? These guys are taking too long. You know what? Let's meet them halfway.
Your escort is ready and eager for a fight.
Autopilot engaged.
Xenon, dispatch them, operative.
Oh, that guy's automatically targeting me. Interesting. And no one else turned hostile. Nice.
N.
Oh, let's save this guy. Oh, did we lose one of the piranhas? I think we lost a piranha.
N.
Oh, we saved that one for now. Or the piranha is set to invulnerable. That's no fun.
M.
Oh, they're not set to invulnerable. We just lost a piranha. Looks like that one's retreating. Come on. Yeah, I have to get closer to this to, There we go. We weren't able to hit each other while we were spinning like that. That guy has beam weapons on his vessel. He's not going to be able to take out many Xenon with those. Right.
N.
I like that travel mode drive just instead of boosting. It's a nice safe. It's a much safer version of the boost.
N.
That one travel driving? Oh no, it was just out of range.
N. N.
They must be pursuing one of the piranhas. That alarm thing must be when they're targeting us.
Katana. N.
I'd love to take the time to commend you for your bravery, Operative, but I'm afraid you'll have to continue on your quest right away. A local trader just sent out a distress signal, and the pattern matches that of an earlier pirate attack. We're close to apprehending these intruders.
How are you doing? Ooh, you made a bit of money there. And oh wait, they don't need Claytronics. You need hull parts. Pretty sure it has enough Claytronics, I should say. It's nice that hull parts are so much cheaper than Claytronics. Well, actually, we're going to need a lot of them. Oh, and we're auto-saving. So I'm going to end the episode here. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.